back to Balloons Over Edgewood. Now we're in for some treats from famous scientists and inventors. What would you do if the Wi-Fi crashed forever? Before Hedy Lamarr, that's what life would be like. He was a film actress in 34 movies and a self-taught scientist and inventor. She founded technology that led to the discovery of Wi-Fi, GPS, and Bluetooth, all without a college education. Next, we have Garrett Morgan, a great inventor. Not only did he create the smoke hood, now known as the gas mask, but he also made the first traffic light. He only had an elementary education, but he created one of the most famous inventions. A fun fact, he was the 7th of 11 children and the first black man to own a car in Cleveland, Ohio. Here comes Bill Nye the Science Guy. He wasn't always a scientist. Before his career in science, he was an engineer that made parts for airplanes. He's obsessed with sundials and can always be seen wearing a bow tie. Today, you can watch him on YouTube. We're about to blow the invisible glass out of your home. Catherine Burr-Bloget created invisible glass, which led to eyeglasses, camera lenses, aircraft materials, poisonous gas absorbent material, and more. She was the first woman to receive a PhD in physics from Cambridge University. And what is that sound? It's the sound of the telephone ringing. Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. He was the first person to ever receive a call. I wonder who he talked to. Do you hear that alarm? Have you ever wondered who invented the home security system? Well, it was Marie Van Britten Brown. She was born and raised in Queens, New York. She worked late nights as a nurse and would feel unsafe when she got home. She wanted to be able to see who was at the door without opening it, so her husband helped her create a system that we now know today as a home security system. And here comes Einstein. In 1921, Einstein won a Nobel Prize for physics for his explanation of the photoelectric effect. As smart as Einstein was, he had a terrible memory, even forgetting his own phone number. After his death, his brain was stolen. It was eventually returned, and part of it is on display in a museum in Philadelphia. Boys and girls, children ages 4 to 12, you are in for a sweet treat. We are presenting Ruth Graves Wakefield. As Ruth was baking, she accidentally created what we know and love as the chocolate chip cookie. After the building for her business, Toll House Cookies burnt down, Nestle Chocolate made a deal to supply her with unlimited chocolate for the rest of her life. How lucky is she? The first black female engineer to work for NASA, this girl also got a Congressional Gold Medal. Who is she? Mary Jackson, known as the human computer. Introducing Katherine Johnson. Katherine is an African-American mathematician whose calculations of orbital mechanics are out of this world. She started the 10th grade at 10 years old, and she is not 101 years old. Good for her. What's that sound? Here comes Jane Goodall with her chimpanzee. She has spent the majority of her life studying and conserving the chimpanzee population. Mozart and Beethoven both used. He only had 2 years of formal education, and word has it, he was an amazing swimmer. Madam C.J. Walker was an African-American activist, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. She became the first African-American millionaire, and she made her millions from invented cosmetics and African-American hair products. Who's this? It's Steve Jobs, inventor of the company we know and love, Apple. Steve Jobs created his company out of a garage. The Apple computer changed modern-day technology. Steve Jobs passed away in 2011, but his legacy will live on forever. These 2 gentlemen are the Wright brothers. They invented the first successful airplane. Although they spent their entire career inventing together, they only flew together one time. Neil Armstrong, the first man to walk on the moon, carried a piece of their flyer on the moon with him. How cool is that? Watch out for this black hole of awesome science. Here comes Stephen Hawking, a world-famous physicist with a paralyzing disease of the nerve cells that tell your muscles to move. He could not move anything from his neck down and could only communicate with a monitor controlled by the twitching of his cheek. He studied and explained the origins of black holes in the universe. His story proves that you can do anything. He did not let his disability stop him. Did you know there are over 300 ways to use peanuts? That's nuts! George Washington Carver was an agricultural born in 1864 and died in 1943. During that time, he discovered many uses for peanuts, such as shaving cream, crops, and even shampoo.